Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to be covering, once again, the Zao. First, I have to apologize for not uploading in around 11 days. But I've been taking a bit of a break from the game. Sometimes you kind of need, to reset your mental space, maybe go outside a bit more often. And, if I'm outside, I'm not going to be able to record. But today, I'm going to record a video for you guys. Today is Zao. Now, of course, I've covered Zao a month ago. So this is going to be actually the first ship I recover in any series, I think. Like, in terms of fresh look and tech trials. I already covered Zao before the buff. And I told you guys that I'm going to cover it again after the buff. And this is that video. So we're going to be covering the Zao. Basically, all that changed was the gun angles and torpedo angles have been improved. I'll leave a link to the other Zao video so you can kind of maybe when the game starts, you can kind of see the difference in terms of the gun angles and torp angles. The torp angles have a substantial difference when you're, well, kited away. And, the gun angles also have a pretty good difference as well. So it's pretty nice to see. But let's start off with the armor layout for Zao. Once again, we have 25mm nose armor, nothing changes, 30mm deck, 30 side, and 25 aft armor. For my commander build, I am running, well, actually, let me show you the Citadel. Because, of course, it does have a pretty easy to hit Citadel. It looks turtle back, it looks tanky as hell. But don't let it fool you guys. If you're full broadside, you will get smashed in a Zao. So, for our commander build, we have gun feeder, eye in the sky, superintendent, survivability expert, concealment expert, adrenaline rush, and top grade gunner. Now, the concealment on Zao is really good, actually. So, realistically, you could run an alternate build, which would be outnumbered instead of top grade gunner, which would actually probably be a lot better, actually. So, maybe I'm gonna switch that really fast. Now, the thing is, Zao already has that really good dispersion on it. But we can take the top speed advantage that we get from outnumbered. So this will be the updated build. Here you go. For my equipment, I'm actually going to be running the reload mode because that's what I prefer running. But you can actually run the improved bridge if you want super accuracy, I guess. I've been seeing a lot of people run the improved bridge. Actually, I'll be running the improved bridge today. Let's try it out. We have concealment system mod 1. Prop mod 1, aiming system mod 1, hydro search mod 1, and spotting aircraft mod 1. For the exterior camouflage for Zao, we have this lovely green camouflage, and we have an alternate as well, the blue and whites here, and black. And of course, we also have the spaceship Zao, which is also pretty cool. But we'll be using the standard green here. For ship characteristics, I'll cover them right now. If you want to skip straight to gameplay, you totally can. I'll keep the video chaptered for you guys. So I have 52,400 HP, 13.3 second reload with this build, so a bit slower than last time. We've got 12 km torps on this one. On the ship, we got 36.2 knots. So that's pretty fast overall. And of course, we have 9.9 detection. Let's go into the game in the Zao so we can talk a bit about the ship. Alright, here we are in the game in the Zao on Crash Zone Alpha. We spawn north side here on the sea cap. Kitakazi does seem to be leaving us here. I hope he doesn't. I hope he stays on sea cap. That's where he spawned. And it would help a lot if he could stay up here. But more importantly, the Zao. Here we are. This is what the buffed torpedo angles look like. I left the other Zao video linked in the comment of the video, or the description of the video, sorry. So you guys can see the old torp angles, and the gun angles when you're kited is like so. So it's way better than it was before. It's not perfect, but it's way better than it was before. So that's going to be pretty useful for us. We're going to start off pre-kited here because we don't want to play super aggressive in Zao. Of course, the buffed angles don't change the playstyle of the ship, guys. The ship is still a Zao, so it's still not too tanky. Well, it's not tanky at all. And of course, if it gets up close, it's gonna have a pretty hard time playing the game. Something I want to mention is, guys, 50% of you, actually over 50% of you, it's more like close to 60%, are not subscribed to my channel, guys. So I would greatly appreciate if you guys who are not subscribed would leave a subscription to the channel. It's free. It helps me out a lot, though, because, well, you'll be informed when I upload or whatever. And of course, it increases the channel subscription count. We're trying to get to a big one, so step by step, right? So I would greatly appreciate the subscription, especially since it's free. It doesn't cost anything, so I would greatly appreciate it. But unfortunately there, as you see, we got our torpedo tube permanently destroyed. Now this Des Moines is turning into me, which is a bit unfortunate because they might actually shoot me instead of him. Hopefully he doesn't go right behind me. That wouldn't be cool at all. He got one shot though. Pretty cool. It's okay. He's getting smashed. He might be dead, dude. He's getting his head smashed in. I guess, I don't know why he's coming towards me. I think he should have stayed dark and probably gone through these rocks. I think that would have been a nicer position for him. But what we're doing here is we're kind of staying in the open. This rune's dead, by the way, to torpedoes. Bye-bye. They're Japanese torpedoes. The Kitakaze actually came back up north, which is really nice for us. We're gonna hydro here just in case a Shima launch. Boom! The Kitakaze one-shots him. Let's throw a compliment to that Kitakaze for coming back north and smashing that rune. Some people call it Rone. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, guys. But it looks like it's Rune. It's probably tier 9 cruiser Rone, though. I'm not sure. Holy, the Schlieffen's one-shotting us. As you can see, Zhao is still not that tanky. But we try our best. Looks like the Schlieffen has beached. So what this means is we're going to try to light permanent fires on him. It seems like we have a fire on him. I don't know if it's permanent or not. Castilla Crossfire might be dangerous here. And the Tsurugi has 457mm guns, which means he overmatches our 30mm side and deck armor. So we have to be really careful against a ship like that, because it doesn't matter how we're gonna angle, he's gonna start smashing into us. So we want to keep our distance here. Oh, Shima spotted in front of Kitakaze. We're gonna try and help him with a shot or two. Something I want to mention about Zhao is its improved dispersion characteristics, but you do have to aim to get good damage regardless. I did get hit really hard there by that Tsurugi, as you saw, because of that overmatch. We can't really do anything about it except like run away and be out of range of him. We hit the Shima 7 times there. So I want to mention the Zhao dispersion. Zhao gets destroyer dispersion, so it gets this improved dispersion. Plus we also have the aiming systems, which is going to buff our dispersion further in slot 3, and we have unique upgrade in slot 7. Or slot 6, sorry. Slot 6, which means we're gonna get even better dispersion because it has a 7% increase in dispersion as well. But look, this is a problem. This Tsurugi is a big problem for me. I'm way too close, I guess, to him. I think we have to run off the screen. More importantly though, if outnumbered is procced, which it might in a second, we will get super dispersion. It's not as good as something like oops, I'm zooming in like a dog. It won't be something as good as something like an Elbing, of course, but it'll be pretty good. We can hit consistent shells. I'm gonna try to get a shot on the Shima here. It's a bit far away. I can't get closer though. You know, some people in the comments might be like, "Wow!" Okay, this is what the comments sound like sometimes. But wow, why are you playing not close to get more shots on that Shima, Maltese? Well, let me tell you why, guys, because there's a Tsurugi who's smashing me at 15 kilometers. Imagine if I was at 7 kilometers to get shots on the Shima. It would be my death, guys. I can't do anything. He's smashing into me. All the damage I've taken is angled, by the way. I haven't been full broadside, like, against this Tsurugi. And look how much damage he's been doing to me. It's incredible damage. So we want to keep our distance here, but as you can see, we're giving him a lot of HE damage as well. There was an 8k HE salvo. When he dies, I think the biggest threat will be dead for us. I think we're doing okay. But this is still a problem for Zhao. Even though its gun angles are improved, when you're fighting ships which have 457mm guns, anything that overmatches you, you're gonna have a still a really hard time playing the ship. And well, some games will be good. It really depends on the skill of the player and how well they can aim or not. You are supposed to be going forward, backwards, you know, trying to use your rudders and everything to try to minimize shell damage. But if they aim and hit you regardless, they're gonna do big damage to you, so you still have to be really careful. And now we're down to a 13k HP, so if he gets lucky with one Citadel, he'll probably just kill me. But we do have a heal coming up in 2 seconds. We don't want to waste too much HP on the Tsurugi here, because the game isn't an automatic win at this point. So what's best for us to do right now is probably go dark and wait for him to push into us. Tsurugi has 11.5 kilometer detection, which is actually pretty incredible for a ship with 6 guns and 457s. And I believe he does actually have pretty accurate 457mm guns. So we do have to be really careful against that thing. And he has quick reload, 21 seconds. Holy. Okay, battleships. But like, I think we should just be patient and wait it out. Now we are gonna be at the problem of we're gonna be close when he gets spotted, so he's not gonna be able to miss much, I would say, especially since he's been hitting us at 15 kilometers. Oh, we'll try our best. This is Des Moines. Hopefully he can manage to run away. He has pretty much the same detection as the Tsurugi, almost 0.6 difference, right? So hopefully he can run away. But we could actually also go full south here. The problem with letting the Tsurugi run free would be he could establish a crossfire with us later on, where he could actually just output big damage on us, and will be crossfired by these battleships here. So it's better if we can potentially deal with him right now and try finish him off before he establishes this crossfire. And I think that's what we'll try do here. It depends how much damage I'm going to be taking. You see me using my rudder here. I'm trying my best to survive because I was taking big damage earlier. He does miss his first salvo, but now we've slowed down pretty fast. And he has a quick reload, so he's probably going to be able to output some damage very quick. He's going to get a shot before he gets behind the rock. And we try to turn again, but this time he kind of estimated my turn. But I think we're going to be okay. We misses again. And that's kind of what you're going to have to be doing with the Zhao, is turning in and out, in and out, in and out, and in and out. Try to minimize damage taken. Now, this Des Moines is playing a bit risky, playing in the open here. But I get what he's doing. He's kind of like trying to delay their push, which is really important. That's kind of what I was doing with the Tsurugi. Hopefully, he doesn't get one shot by Tsurugi here coming around the corner. But it's okay. I will shoot the Tsurugi when he comes around the corner as well. Now, Tsurugi did DCP, it looks like. So he's going to survive. He might have another heal coming up. But it's okay. It's important to be patient in games like this, because if you just want to go like suicide mode to try to get kills, you'll probably just die. And dying in a situation like this when the game is really close is pretty bad. We can't risk dying. Now, of course, the situation is there is a ship that overmatches us everywhere in the game. So if he really wanted to, he could come around the corner and kill me. So we are realistically playing a bit risky here. But then again, I do play a bit greedy most of the times. And in this situation, until he comes around the corner, I say we should try output damage, try to reset the C cap so they don't cap it, so they stop, but they don't gain points as fast. They do have the B cap now, but they don't have the C cap, so they're not gonna gain points as fast. The Schlieffen is going dark though, which means we're not gonna be able to reset him again. And I thought the Castilla was reversing and he's going forward, so we're not going to be able to reset him in time, I think. But that's okay. We have outnumbered proc, so our dispersion is really good. Next salvo, not this one. This one was shot before outnumbered proc, but we still got a solid 9k salvo there. So Zhao, as you can see, does this big HE salvos. Because you can land so many shells. Maybe the HE alpha isn't as high as something like Goliath. But, well, the shells are easier to hit because dispersion is better, the shell travel time is faster, and you also have better reload. But the HE shells themselves might not be as good as Goliath, because Goliath has that improved HE penetration, better fire chance, and better alpha. But I would say Zhao has a better hull in general. Maybe it doesn't get the super heal that Goliath does, but it's harder to hit, it has better concealment. And, of course, harder to hit because it's smaller, I mean. And, also, the shells are probably just way easier to hit as well. This one, so overall, I probably have more fun playing as Zhao than a Goliath. Now, I have tried playing Goliath recently, and it can do pretty good damage. It's pretty good in terms of doing the damage. But in terms of fun, I would say Zhao's a bit more fun. You know, you guys could disagree with me in the comments. I guess it is an opinion at the end of the day. But do let me know what you think. Which one you'd prefer playing. The HE style. Would it be the Zhao or the Goliath? And if you want me to cover Goliath in a video, I don't think I've ever covered Goliath in a video, ever. let me know in the comments. I might cover it for tech trials in an upcoming video. You never know. As you can see, we're getting big damage with the HE here. We could be using AP as well because he is broadside. But basically, we're guaranteed pens here, I think, because he's almost all 32mm armor. Not in that situation. We missed our shot because we're bad. She even shot me from across the map. No! Oh, almost, man. I almost died. I panicked. But I'm okay. I didn't pay too much attention there. We should be paying more attention to crossfires, etc. As you know, Zao, everyone likes to shoot Zaos because they're not that tanky. If they're called out broadside, you can citadel them very easily. Which I was broadside, but luckily we accelerated in time, so he missed his shot. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about Zao that I haven't mentioned in the other video either. I'm assuming you guys are watching this video and you maybe haven't watched the other video. But Zao is overall a pretty decent tier 10. I mean, it's not gonna be meta or something, you know? But I've always still had fun playing Zao, even when it wasn't that good. Like, when it had worse gun angles. I still enjoyed playing it. I used to play it with reload mod, though. I think reload mod is still really good. I'm trying the unique upgrade here. Oh, these are deep, super deep waters, so they're not going to be able to hit me, luckily. Very happy about that, so I can sail full broadside to them. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I used to still have fun playing Zao. It's still a ship you can have fun playing. The thing in this game is, I think people think ships that aren't game-breaking OP are not fun to play, and only game-breaking OP ships are fun to play. But realistically, you can still have fun playing ships like Zao or whatever, which aren't maybe game-breaking or super OP, but they're still pretty good, and you can get, you know, decent damage with them. One thing I must say is, though, with Zao, if you are on the losing end of a game, it's very hard to recover the game, this being because it doesn't have radar. Now, of course, you can try to out-farm the enemy team, but you're also not like a super damage farm. It's not like you're a Hindenburg or something. I think Hindenburg would farm way better damage than a Zao overall. So, realistically, you still have to rely on your teammates a lot with a ship like Zao, because you don't have that radar. You do at least get Hydro. Something I mentioned in the Utrecht video is it really relies on its team because it has no utility, not even Hydro or anything. You're basically relying on your damage farm potential. And in the case of Zao, that's kind of similar, except you do get slightly more utility. You get this sub-surveillance, which is pretty nice. We didn't really talk about it because there was no submarines in this game. And you do get Hydro, which is also pretty nice. Because you can also deal with maybe torpedo destroyers a bit better. Maybe you're not gonna spot them with it, but you can be more comfortable playing in the open against torpedo destroyers because you have that early warning system on the hydroacoustic surge. Consumable. We're up to 205k damage, though. Seems like a pretty decent game here for the tech trials. I'm pretty happy to feature this on my channel. This was live commentary, of course. I'm gonna try get the C cap here. I think the game might end before that happens. But do let me know what you think of the Zao in general in the comments, guys. But of course, as usual, I'll cover the score after this game ends. Show you the build again, show you the statistics, show you the tech tree where it is, and then discuss the ship. Just summarize the ship in general. So, yeah. I think Conqueror will get him before I do. Yep. And that's GG. Let's take a look at the score. Alright, so we ended up doing 205,000 damage, 214 shell hits, 2 kills, 15 fires, 10 defended. Game score, we got top of our team, only at 2.2k basic speed though, mostly because we farmed just battleships, I think, this game. We did 66k to the Schlieffen, 3k to the Jarsfeld, 74k to the Tsurugi, 35k to the Rhone, or Rune, 18k to the Castilla, and 8k to the Shema. Most of our damage came from HE. We didn't really catch much broadside this game. We kind of relied on our HE a lot. We are 4k damage away from a Witherer, unfortunately. I think we did get high caliber, though, yes. 58k damage taken. Credits and XP. This is with blue boosters, I believe. For the commander build, once again, we've got Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, Eye in the Sky, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Outnumbered. For equipment, I have Improved Bridge, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Spotting Aircraft Mod 1. If you want, you can take Reload or Range Mod or Improved Bridge. All of them are actually pretty decent on Zao. My personal favorite would be reload mode, but improved bridge seems pretty decent, especially since it gives you a slight range buff and that dispersion buff over that, which is pretty nice. For my statistics in the Zao, they're nothing to be special about because I had Zao when I wasn't that good at the game. So if we were to scroll down and find it, this is the hardest part of the video, of course, is finding the ships because there's no search function. Oh, there it is. We're lucky. We have 441 games in the Zao, 70% win rate, only 131k average. That's because it's one of my oldest ships that I've had in the game, so the statistics are going to be a bit worse than other ships that I have nowadays. So 100, yeah, that is the statistics for the Zao. In terms of the tech tree location, if you click tech tree Japan, it sits at tier 10 for the Japanese heavy cruisers, as you can see. That's where it is. If you want me to cover another ship, guys, do let me know in the comments below what ship you want me to cover. I did pick the Zao because I read the comments, of course, etc. But do let me know. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. What do I think of the Zao? I think it's still alright. I think it's a good ship in general. I think it's, of course, not overpowered, but you can still have fun playing it. I think it's an awesome ship regardless. It has some nice things going for it. Of course, it does have some bad things going for it either. We're not going for it, you know. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. One thing I want to mention is, if you want to support the channel, I would appreciate a like, comment, a subscription to the channel. Helps me out a lot, and all of those things are free. If you want to go the extra step, though, you don't have to. If you want a super container every month in your port, or a little mission to get a super container, you can donate at least $1 to my channel by clicking the join button next to the subscription button, and you'll get a super container mission in game, as long as you have your account linked to the YouTube, to the Wargaming account. You can, of course, donate more if you want to, but the minimum level is at $1 level. And you also get some emotes and a little shield next to your name. So when you comment, you get like an identification. Oh, I'm a member, etc. That's up to you. But I would greatly appreciate it, guys, because it helps me do this more often. But that's pretty much for this Zao video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Big fan.